Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Hannah, and today I've got a little bit of like a baking, day for y'all. I'm going to be making a few different things. I've got some eggs that I bought at the store that were going to expire soon, and I did not want those to go to waste. I got them on sale for really good prices. So I wanted to get those used up, and so we're going to be making some cookies. The first one is chocolate chip pecan cookies, and then I'm gonna make some zucchini bread, and then I'm gonna make a ton of peanut butter cookie dough to throw in the freezer for later on. Alright, y'all are gonna have to let me know down in the comments, what are y'all's favorite cookies, and what is like your favorite easy go-to cookies to make? My favorite cookies are probably gonna have to be chocolate chip cookies, and then my favorite easy go-to cookies to make are peanut butter cookies. I make the simplest, easiest peanut butter cookies ever. This recipe did call for more pecans than that, but I did not realize I did not have any more. All I had was just that little bit left in the bag, so we just made it do. And these cookies turned out really good. This made more cookie dough than this that I'm showing you, but I just made one batch for us to have for dessert that night, and then the rest of it is going in the freezer so that we can have it later on. And unfortunately, when I took these cookies out, I was so disappointed. They all just like went together and they turned out super thin. I don't know what I did wrong, but that's how they turned out, but they were still good. I mean, we ate them. They're still good. And then I was getting these eggs out of the carton and realized apparently like a couple of them had like some cracks in it, and so some of the um, inside had got out on the carton and they were stuck in there. I even tried pulling on them a little bit and they just was not going to budge. It was not going to come out unless I just broke them completely. So I did not get to use a couple of those eggs out of that carton, but I got most of my eggs used this day. There was just a handful left. I'm so glad I did this, and now we have tons of cookie dough in the freezer, and I ended up putting one of these loaves of zucchini bread that I'm making right now. I ended up putting a loaf of that inside the freezer as well, and this bread turned out so good. I had to end up breaking all these walnuts up by hand because they were bigger chunks of it, and I didn't realize I didn't have any of the like already chopped up pieces. So, and they were frozen, so I just had to hurry up and just break them up the best I could with my hands. Now I'm just starting on getting the peanut butter cookie dough mixed up. Y'all, I ended up using 4 jars of peanut butter because when I was putting my eggs in, I wasn't really thinking about how much cookie dough I was going to make and all that. I just threw in like 6 eggs, I think it was. So then I needed like 6 cups of peanut butter because the cookie dough I make is just 1 cup of peanut butter, a cup of sugar, and 1 egg. So I was just, thinking I just really need to use these eggs up and we'll just have a bunch of cookie dough for the freezer. Well, I ended up going through 4 jars of peanut butter. And then I had all this in the mixer, and then my face. This was my exact face when I saw how full that was, and it was just spilling out, and it was just not a good idea. So I'm going to have to remember that much cookie dough does not fit in my little KitchenAid mixer. Now I've got this other cookie dough that I had in the freezer. I've pulled it out and I'm just chopping it up into squares, and then I can just put however many cookies of the squares, of the cookie dough I want onto the pan to make however many cookies we want. I'm working on the peanut butter cookie dough now. It's all mixed up, and I'm working on getting it put ready for the freezer. I was so over making cookie dough at this point. After that incident of putting too much in the mixer, I was like, I'm so done. That I did not feel like rolling all this out because this was a ton of cookie dough. I didn't feel like having to roll all that out and put it in squares and all that. So I was like, I'm just going to roll this up in the best I can into like a little roll, and it's going to be good enough. And so I got my, what do you call it? Vacuum sealer. I've got that out, and I'm just going to put all my cookie dough in these bags and get them sealed up. That way they will last a good while inside my freezer because, like I said, this whole video, that's a lot of cookie dough, and I don't want to have to worry about having to use it up real quick. I want to have it for just occasionally. So we're putting in freezer bags, the vacuum seal freezer bags, and that way they will last a good little while. Here is all the cookie dough I ended up with for the freezer. Alright, y'all, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.